orange that they shape into a teddy bear.
Oh.
I wish I have a picture of it, but it looks like it's hugging like half of the orange teddy bear. It's like the cutest thing. And then if they're not busy or they didn't have time to do it or it's not in season, they give you like a little cute mochi, like little dessert thing. Either way, you get something, which is like always nice because it's just like a little extra.
I think Korean restaurants are very, very fun with that they like to give you something.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause sometimes if they can't give you anything, they'll just give you a soup, you know.
They do give you so for every entree that you have, they give you a miso soup.
Yeah, miso soup.
My husband
Sometimes they
loves
ask
that.
if you want an extra rice for free. Then yeah, I get that, or a green tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I prefer
they
that.
have this like ice cream. It's like a Korean ice cream.
Is that a green tea ice cream?
It's a green tea or a strawberry and vanilla, but it's like that fish. I don't know if you ever had like an Asian like it's like a fish shaped dough.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have that.
And
Okay, I
then-
was worried for a second.
Yeah.
I was worried for a
No,
second.
no, it's a fish shaped dough, and then it has ice cream inside.
Yes.
And it's like-
I think it's very popular in the Japanese culture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
like
one of their street food.
my husband loves that thing. Every time we go there, he gets that either for there or to go. Especially like it's on the summer, because it's like it's almost like an ice cream sandwich.
It's just in the shape of a
It's just
fish.
in the shape of a fish.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
I think I saw that they have like a mold. It's like a something that they just like clump
a
it like this.
teppanyaki. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
It's almost
they
like a
just-
waffle. Like you know how they have like
like
the,
a waffle, and
but
then
it's like
they
a
have
fish
an
shape.
Ice cream. inside.
Cute.
Yeah, and they have like ice cream inside. It's like
Yeah.
green tea, strawberry, and it's like we've tried like different things
Sometimes
there.
they put some beans on it. That's the
Red
popular
bean.
one.
Yeah,
the
it's
red
it's kind of weird because like we do red bean sweet.
bean. Yeah.
No, it's actually really good. It's a
Really?
really big
Sweet?
Asian. Yeah, so it's like sweet red bean.
Wow.
I lived
That
in
might be
Japan for 3
interesting.
years, and that's
Yeah.
just I've seen it in the street food all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so good.
It's always
Really?
yeah.
It's so
I remember it's like 100 yen, but now I think that's probably higher now because
Yeah.
it's the
No.
inflation.
But it's so good.
It
It's
is
kind of
good.
like the first time I came to the States because like she knows this.
Uh-huh.
Like the way we do avocado is we put sugar and milk and
Mm-hmm.
ice on it, so it's a sweet variation. So when I first moved to the States and I had guacamole for the first time I had it, I'm like, what is this disgusting thing? Why is it not sweet? But then of course I love guacamole now. But like because like my initial instinct is supposed to be sweet and it wasn't sweet.
Yeah.
That I was just like, what is going on? Because like I introduced my husband to like avocado shake, which is avocado, condensed milk, you can do evaporated milk if
ice.
you don't want it too sweet, like a little bit of sugar and then ice and milk, and he loves it. Like I make it a fairly good amount. He loves avocado shake, but like I love avocado in all forms.
Yeah.
Avocado toast, avocado shake, guacamole.
Yeah.
Like
I still buy avocados now and then just buy like a Nestle cream, and
Yeah.
then just that and avocado. Or if not, if you have the Nido, do you remember Nido?
Yeah.
Milk powder, and you just put it in avocado and then just like mix it.
really, it's like
Very,
powdered
very
milk.
good.
So, because like in the Philippines, like we don't really, I mean, it's a small island, so
could
we
be
don't
a
really have a
milk
lot of
powder.
cows. So we mostly do powdered milk, and then we add water to it to make it instant milk, kind of. Because like I said, it's a little tiny island. There's no way we can raise
Right.
cows. I mean, we do,
Right.
but it's very limited.
I just can't imagine it's sweet or beans.
Yeah.
We'll have to bring it.
I'm
we'll
gonna have to make an
some
avocado
time.
shake because it is really, really
I
good.
love avocado.
Yeah,
Avocado shake is one of my favorite. If every time you go to like this place in Coda Bakery, they have avocado shake, I always buy that.
yeah. In Thailand, they have like the big avocados. I grew up with the big avocados. So when I moved to the States, you guys have the little tiny avocados. And I was like, where does this come from? Why is this avocado so tiny?
Yeah, it's so tiny.
Yeah.
It's a
In
baby
the
one.
Philippines, we have
It's
this
not done.
huge.
Yeah.
They're like huge like this.
Yeah, they have it in Thailand. So
I
like
love that.
people that never had the big avocado when they go to Thailand, it's like when I go to Thailand, there's always like somebody that's like,
Dragon
oh my
eggs."
god, this avocado is humongous.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's the avocado that I grew up with.
Yes.
I
would
didn't
be
grow up with the
amazing.
It's
small
something
one.
that you can just get it from someone's backyard.
Yeah.
Like it's in their tree, and then you're all waiting.
It's
that
so
it will be good.
Yeah.
Who gets that avocado? Because it's so huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have it in my husband's land.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I really like. We should also try this like restaurant. I do love Sushi Bucks. They know me. I am definitely a regular there. They always know when I come there.
I go to Dragon Sushi, but that's farther for you.
Yeah.
That's like in Candelaria and Juan Tabo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do need to find more sushi places because I
Oh,
mean we do have
yeah.
one near our house that's fairly good, but I mean it's also hard because like you're in a desert, you know. Like coming
Yeah.
from like the East Coast, you really can't beat it.
And my family eats sushi. I don't, and I'm saying, you guys, we're in like New Mexico or Missouri, where we moved from St. Louis, which I can see the boats in St. Louis going up and down, but where's the freshness of the seafood here? But they say it's great.
Yeah.
Yes, like I buy my own sashimi, which is the salmon. It's very expensive. It's by the pound. It's like $21 per pound. And they fly it from Norway.
Yeah,
FedEx.
because like yeah, so like now because of like
yeah,
the
then you have to pick it up that day.
Oh, yeah.
But it is expensive, but I think that's what they use here. And
Yeah.
that's how you eat it.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
cheaper if
so.
you're in Seattle or
yeah.
somewhere near the coast, like California or something.
Because I yeah,
But
'cause
here, that's how they do it.
I remember there's like a sushi place in Denver. I forgot what it is, but like it's a sister restaurant of the one in Tokyo. So every day they get their fish sent from Japan. So every day, because like they are very pricey because like they do have fresh fish, but like they literally get their fish from Japan every day.
Yeah.
But this is not like your regular California roll $6 thing. I mean it's
Yeah,
fairly
it's very
expensive.
expensive, yeah.
But it is
Or
really, really good.
I think
You
here
can
in
tell
the
the
States
difference.
too, they get it from Massachusetts.
True.
And then they get it from Washington.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's farms, so it depends on, where
Yeah.
they get it.
Yeah.
But the one that I get from this store in Isuna, it's being flown from Norway, so I like it, but it's just $20 a pound, so I can't spend too much money for that. I could probably just buy 3 pounds,
Yeah. But it's
just
good
enough
though.
for me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but your kids
Yeah.
doesn't like seafood, so it kind of
No,
makes
it's
sense
just
for
me.
you. Yeah,
It's just for me.
yeah. No, my baby doggy eats salmon. I buy him salmon. I mean, right now he can't because he's in a chicken and rice diet from the vet.
Oh,
But like the first 2 weeks, I think that's why like he's like, what happened? Because like I was making him like kind of like bison meatballs with like broccoli inside. That's the only way I can get him to eat his stupid vegetables.
oh, wow.
So I put the broccoli inside and then make a meatball out of it because he doesn't know the difference.
Yes.
So I had like he has his kibble, but then he has like he's kind of spoiled. He has like goat milk and then he has his little venison or maybe salmon.
Why are you trying to get your dog to eat broccoli?
Because it's supposed to be good for them.
But
Especially
to put it in
for
a
big
meatball.
dogs.
You put it in a meatball.
He doesn't know any better. He thinks it's part of the meat. So, he thinks it's good. So I'm like, okay.
Hey, I must send Spike over.
Yeah. So,
He's gonna eat with you and not come home.
yeah. Well, he is like,
Venison,
yeah.
that's an expensive meat too.
Yeah. But I get it from Costco, so it's like it's kind of like a good price for like when you buy like a big thing. Because like I also like I use it for him, but then I also use it for us for like spaghetti or like meatballs, that kind of thing. So or giniling. So because like it's more protein. So because I am trying to gain weight, so I'm just like me and Sergio are trying to gain weight. It is.
You cook well.
I do. I have to because like I do like eating a lot. But then sometimes I don't want to cook. So I just buy the stuff. Because I don't really do dishes. My husband does the dishes. That's our rule. It's like whoever cooks, do the dishes. Because like he complains about dishes. And I'm like, well, you can cook anytime. I will do the dishes. You know,
I have a teenager, so
yeah.
that's like I don't do dishes anymore at all.
Yeah. Just like the best.
Yeah, I have 2 kids who does that dishes, but it's usually when they don't do it for like few days, then it's me because I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always mom. Who
It's a
does it.
battle.
if I can't, if I couldn't sleep at 10 o'clock because of those dishes, I might as well do it because it will get
It
me
would just
another
pile.
2 days to be there. So might as well do it.
That's why it's nice to have a dishwasher. I have a dishwasher too. That's why.
Yeah, that's the thing. We have a dishwasher.
All they have to do is put it in.
Put it in, and they can't even do it. So they said because it's not enough to put it in a dishwasher, so they don't want to wash it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Like they can't just load it and wait, you know.
No, that's not how they are. Kids these days, they rather play games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you wake their butts up and be like, excuse me, I can't sleep. It's 10:30. Go do them dishes.
So then the dishes. Or it's just like, oh, did you get paper plates? Because
Yeah.
that's where you're gonna put your food. You're gonna
Yeah.
put
Mine wouldn't care.
you're gonna put your
Yeah.
spaghetti in the mug.
Mine,
we have
mine
paper
be like,
plates.
sure.
Yeah, we have paper plates at home, but sometimes nobody wants to use the paper plates.
Because it's not as sturdy.
Yeah.
And it is.
I like to wear. I like to use bowls. That's my food thing. I like to wear to use bowls instead of paper plate.
Yeah, because like it's like you
Yeah.
can put more stuff, and like especially if it's
If
like
it's a
liquid,
soup, yeah.
it's a soup or even a stew or like anything really. I mean, I think like it's always better. I can see why you would like want to put it on a bowl.
Yeah, I will always like this.
Did you like your sinigang by the way?
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Yeah,
Like I ate it in just one setting, and nobody eats it except me.
yeah. I made her
Enjoyed
some
it.
seafood, this Filipino dish, because like her kids doesn't eat seafood.
I said, "Oh, there's even like 6 shrimp on it." I was like so happy. My husband said, "Oh, you ate it all."
Finally, you get to eat.
Yeah, that was my lunch. Thanks to your husband for bringing it.
Yeah, I was just like bring the soup,
Yeah.
because her kids doesn't eat seafood, so she doesn't cook it anymore.
I don't. I get so guilty because nobody eats seafood at home except for me, and then so I don't want to buy a lot of seafood or because they're not eating. Sometimes it's even hard for me to be cooking fish because of the smell.
Oh, but I love the smell though.
Yeah,
Because I always tell people, it's like
because
if
they
your
don't have
house,
the smell as well.
to me, it's like if your house doesn't smell, I don't want to be there. That means you don't cook. I want your house, to
house
smell.
Doesn't smell.
That's what I
like
always
food.
tell
Smell
people.
like fish, though. And we should trade families because I don't do seafood. My whole family does. So I'll feed your kids with me.
Yeah.
You know, I can make a mean, homemade stroganoff, and then they can just chow down with you.
Yeah.
Loving it, making yummy noises.
Yeah.
I eat everything. Well, mostly everything. I'm not a steak person, but like I pretty much mostly eat anything.
Yeah, you know what? I only eat seafood as well if it's my birthday. Because that's the
Yeah.
only time that they would say, okay, we're going to go to a Japanese restaurant because I know you love to eat
Japan.
sashimi,
Yeah.
So that's the only time I go there. And also, because there are things that I want to eat in my birthday. It's the oyster, the crab, the lobster, or a salmon sashimi. So those are my favorite things to eat, and I can only eat them on my birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
nuh-uh. You got to start going at least like 4 times a year.
Yeah.
Even if it's just lunch with a girlfriend, you just go and you eat it.
That's like
Yeah.
my husband, because like I don't cook burgers. I'm not, because I don't. That's the only thing I don't cook. I cook him steak, but like I don't really cook burgers. So like
I
when
don't
we
as
go
well.
out to eat, at least like I tell him once a month. I'm like, have you had your burger this month? You should get this burger this month.
Yeah,
You should have your
Laguna
burger.
burger is good.
I should try that. I've never
Yeah,
been.
and there's one burger that Freddy's is good too, and then the Red Robin sandwich.
Red Robin's okay.
I don't know.
Red
Oh,
Robin, I like it.
He loves Five Guys. That's his favorite.
Applebee's is good
You like Applebee's?
for a cheeseburger.
And the one
Ooh.
that we did here in downtown.
Down, yeah.
That's
The
really
Lindy's,
That one
yeah.
was good too. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go to that
The
one.
Lindy's
Lindy's, yeah.
Diner
Yeah.
in downtown is really good. They have the Swiss melt
Yeah.
burger. That's the one I like.
No, the food was really good. I like everything that they had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of
Now I'm hungry.
Speaking of expensive stuff, we're gonna like show off the other part. Like so, Santa for Christmas is like a Western tradition. Because in the East, like where I'm from, like now it is pretty popular because of the internet. But like I grew up in the 90s. So like I remember growing up and watching like Santa movies, but I didn't get it. Because like we didn't grow up in because my country is like Catholics. So our Christmas is like completely different. even in Asia, but like it's just like our Christmas dynamic is different. And like the whole Santa thing is like definitely interesting and fascinating for us because the idea of this guy that's just going to your house and like leaving you presents kind of thing with like the flying
Sneaking
deer.
in at night. I never quite.
Yeah.
I grew up with it and still never liked it and didn't do it with my kids.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
it's just,
okay.
I just think it's creepy. And then it's, don't go near strangers, don't go near strangers, except that scary one, go sit on his lap
Yeah.
once a year. And the kids freak out. So I just didn't do it.
That's why Christmas is like Santa is interesting to me because like you said, it's like we always tell like the kids like stranger danger, but then you have like some random stranger going to your house.
Oh, who's
leaving
going to come down the
presents.
chimney? Oh, and then the elf people who are like, if you are, sorry, it's great tradition, I'm sure. That the elf on the shelf that watches the kids
Oh, yes,
during the
that's a thing,
day
too.
and then moves at
Moves.
night. Oh, that would freak me out.
I have some friends
Yeah,
that does
that's
it. The elf on the
bad, yeah.
shelves, yeah. So
I
I,
could do
I have
it.
I have a good amount of friends that does it too. But yeah, cause like I think like you can do like both sides. Cause like I didn't grow up. Cause like me, my brother, and my sister didn't grow up with the Santa thing. Because like by the time we moved here, I was already 15, and my sister was 13, and then my brother is 14. But like my baby sister, she was like 3, so she grew up with Santa. But like we lived with my uncle for like a year or two, and then we moved out. But all of our Christmas were in their house till like we actually grew up and move out. But like she always just like, but how did Santa didn't know that I moved? Because like we had to like lie to her, and it's just but like, oh no, like Santa thought like we still live here. Because remember like when we first moved to the States, like this is where we live. So she just believed that like Santa always comes at my uncle's house, not at our house, because we don't really do gifts. Like I kind of give my siblings now presents, but it's not because like in the Philippines we have such a big family, you will be broke. So like I have like literally like too many cousins. So like they do kind of like a white elephant kind of thing now. So like what they did is like for the kids, like we do white elephant for us kids, and they do white elephant for like the adults. So you get like
So
one
you just
present.
get one present.
Yeah.
And that's a fantastic way to do it.
Yeah,
And a fun
if you're
game.
saving money, that's
Yeah.
the best one.
Yeah. I love white elephant. Like I've done a couple of
I
like
do
white.
too.
I kind of did like a couple of
I
stuff
like that better too.
yeah.
Yeah, I have like 12 in my family, and I have to buy for everyone.
Yeah. So I mean it does get expensive, and I think like
Oh gosh.
I think like there's like a little bit of now, it kind of becomes like a hot topic now because like let's just face it, like most kids go to public school, right? And the discrepancy between kids that like can't even afford the lunch and like kids that are like getting Gucci and stuff for Christmas. I mean, because like kids that goes to private school, most of them obviously have money because they can afford private school. So I think like what a lot of people are stating that like after Christmas, those children that have parents that couldn't afford like big things, and then they're like, well, what did Santa give you this year? So like, I mean, my nephews, the older one, well, they don't really do Santas anymore. They kind of do, but they know that like it's not real anymore. But like they're really spoiled because like my sister and her husband, like my brother-in-law, they give them presents, and my mom give them presents, and then my brother give them presents, and then my sister give them presents, and then I mail them their presents. So like they get like, I mean now they get
Wow.
money, yeah. So like they get a lot, So like for the children that like obviously get a good amount of stuff for Santa, and then there's like children that like get like socks from Santa, if they even, you know what I mean? Like they go back to school and they talk about it. I can kind of see that, but then there's also the other side of like you only have these little magical moments and this kind of special tradition with your children for so long till they grow up. And I can see like people passing it down because like my husband grew up with Santa, right? And I mean technically like his parents still give us presents from Santa. So like we do get like it's
That's
funny.
so cute.
Yeah, because I'm 41 and I'm like I
Or-
still get stuff from Santa.
Or they just put it in a sock. Remember they
Yeah.
have this sock and then they
Yeah,
just put it in
they do that
whatever.
too. So like, because like I'm like that's a lot, but like, or people are saying too, there's just like maybe have like your bigger items coming from you and then the smaller items from Santa. But then the parents are like, well, it's not fair because like I want to give my kids these things, because it's also like it's like I want to give my kids things that like I never got or like if I have the money, why wouldn't I like give things to my kids?
Yeah.
There's also that side of it because like as a parent, you do want to like, I mean, come on, we bribe. Let's face it.
Sure.
I bribe my nephews and my goddaughters all the time. That's why they think I'm the fun tita. Because like I mean, they listen to me because I give them the fun stuff and the fun activities and money for Christmas. So
Yeah.
of course they want to be good to me because they know
Yeah.
what they're getting. So of course we bribe our children. Let's just stop
Yeah.
with like we don't bribe
And
our children.
plus, the only time that you would give a gift to
I
your
always
children
do.
too is also
Christmas.
during their birthday or
And
Christmas,
Christmas,
and
yeah.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
the only way.
Yeah.
I think my kid actually, who's already in college, usually gets money just on birthday and Christmas, and that's it.
And eventually, like most kids, once they grow up at like a certain age, they don't even get anything anymore.
Yeah.
Like because not all parents, like I said, it's like my husband's parents are cute because like they still send us presents from them and Santa, But like
Here too. Yeah.
yeah. So it's just like, and like I said, it's just like it is kind of unfortunate because you do see the discrepancy, especially like I think like when they're in their teens, it's not okay still, but like they know the difference, right? But like like a 7-year-old that's getting socks and a 7-year-old that's getting a backpack, big difference, right? And I can kind of see that. The thing is like I can see both of the arguments because like me and my husband has thought about it, like should we have Santa? Because I have friends that like goes above and beyond besides like Elf and the Shelf. I have a friend who actually do like the snow footprints.
Oh.
Do they do the reindeer food
Yeah.
too and do all the
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Or they leave cookies for Santa, that kind of
great,
thing.
I'm sure.
A milk
know.
and a cookie.
Yeah, that
every
kind of
night.
stuff. So like,
And then somebody drinks it.
yeah, I can
Make
kind
sure
of
it's
see.
lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I can kind of see why they're into that because it is like kind of like a special moment. That becomes like your tradition, like your family tradition, and it's like I said, it's like when your kids are like at that age, like everything is still magical. So I can kind of see both sides of it.
Yeah, I have a friend. He's an actor, and he does Santa here in New Mexico, and he's fully booked. That's his job, and he's fully booked. So it's
think I
still
know
a
him.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll see it in his social media. He's always in every event. It's still a
So,
thing.
if you guys didn't have Santa, have you ever heard of Krampus?
No, I didn't even know about Krampus because Krampus is like the original of Santa, and it's scary because he steals kids and put it in his sack, like one of the
Yep.
folklores, right? So like it's not even about coal. It's
So
like
some people do the whole
Krampus
you better
thing.
watch like
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that either.
No, because like different cultures
How
celebrates like
scary.
I don't know if it's in Sweden, or Iceland. Like one of the Nordic culture, they celebrate Christmas Eve by giving their children books. So like you read that book for like Christmas Eve to the Christmas morning, and then you get presents. But like for the Christmas Eve, you get books for Christmas Eve, which is also interesting. But like I said, it's just like I don't because like us, we give money. So like because we're Catholic, so you get baptized when you're a baby. So when you get baptized, you try to get as many godparents as you can. Because for Christmas, you go to their house. So like think
You
about it.
can have more than one set of godparents?
For us, anyways,
Yeah, there are some who got like a dozen.
yeah,
My son got one or two, and that's it.
Well, I want a few more.
yeah.
And
Is
yeah.
it too late?
I don't know, but like that's the thing. It's like so like you just think of it like you as like a 4 or 5 year old going to all your godparents with your siblings and their godparents, and then at the end of the day you have like $700, and then like everything is open, so like toy stores are open, everything is open, so like you go and buy your own toys. That's how and then you get like for Christmas Day, well, before Christmas Day you get like new sets of clothes because like you have to go to your godparents, right? So you get like a new outfit for Christmas Day, and that's how we celebrate our Christmas. And I think that's pretty awesome because you get like money. I mean, it's not that gifts are bad, but like, you know, like every year that's what you do. You go with your siblings and you go to your godparents and their godparents and they give you money, and it's like that's how we do. And then like you go to your family and we have like a big family like dinner and all that stuff and a church thing. So like that's like how we usually celebrate. So it's completely different from like how like they're celebrating. I mean, both of them are fun because when I brought my husband for the Philippines, like he thought it was like so cool. Because like also people do caroling, so like
I love caroling.
Caroling is very big in the Philippines. Like if you want to earn money, just form a group and go and do caroling in every houses.
They give you money?
They give you money.
they give you candy, money, and then now they do like dance performances.
Well, shoot, now I'm scared to open the door if there's any carolers. Before I'd be like, yay,
Oh, they say,
and now
if I don't have cash, and then, we have GCash.
oh yeah, hold up the phone.
Here's we have a GCash.
You have Apple Pay?
Apple Pay. Everything's electronic now.
But yeah, so like speaking of Christmas invitations, because like you usually get like a lot of party invitations for Christmas, not just for work, for friends.
Yeah.
Already gotten a New Year's Eve one.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But that's the thing is like you have to because like
Right.
people travel
That's true.
out of town, or like they go to like a fancy event, especially for New Year's Eve, depending on where you live, kind of thing. So our Am I the A-hole today is like, am I the A-hole for telling my parents I won't attend their Christmas celebration until they send my husband a separate invitation. So my husband, Luke, doesn't get along with my parents. You can't tell who's right or wrong, and there's always this ongoing tension between them. But they can be civil enough to sit together at one table. I recently got an invitation for a Christmas celebration from my parents. The invitation included my husband and me, but Luke thought it was rude and disrespectful. He believes he should get his own invitation and not have his name mentioned as an extension of mine. He said he won't go unless they send him a proper invitation. My mom thought it was ridiculous and said that she did the same with my sister and her husband. I told her it was fine, but Luke can be sensitive, so a simple text invitation sent directly to him will fix it. She got defensive and said that Luke is being ridiculous. Dad claimed that Luke is trying to pull some power move to humiliate them, but I thought it was a small issue. I told them I won't attend if they don't send him a separate invitation because he won't attend if he doesn't get it. Then my sister started arguing, saying Luke needs to get over himself. She shamed me for trying to force our parents to send me an invitation by saying I won't come if they don't. We haven't talked since then. The next day, they shared an update. I just got off the phone with my sister. She told me my parents have just disinvited me. Luke was probably already disinvited since the argument occurred. I feel horrible, but I can't argue anymore. I admit it. Luke is the problem. He just caused me to be disinvited from the event and is blaming me for it.
Can you remind me how it was addressed to begin with?
So it was addressed to her and her husband, Luke.
She's the a-hole. Because that's just wrong. Isn't that how most people do it?
Yes.
Or even just Mr. and Mrs. Or even just like,
It's always like,
you
if
know,
you're married,
Sam
you're
and
considered
Quinn.
one.
Right. Yeah.
Or
Oh,
sometimes it's
she's
not just her and the husband, it's also the kids are together.
right. She didn't mention kids, and that's
don't
where
have
it's going to
kids.
get sticky.
I know.
When
Well,
it does, but
she already commented that there is tension between her husband and her parents. That's always complicated.
so why would he want his own separate one? That's weird. What,
Yes.
isn't it?
But I think it's both power move for both her parents and him. Because
Yeah.
there's tension, right? So nobody wants to give in. And
They're
honestly,
just making it difficult for
yeah.
each family, like,
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
wouldn't
wondering
go for
how
that.
difficult the parents actually are if they just don't want to send him his own invitation. Because, frankly, I wouldn't either. I'd be like, I sent you guys one to both of you or to your entire family. No, I'm not going to be like, your husband gets his own separate invitation for him ego.
But if it's
That's what
also
it
a
feels
request,
like.
but if it's a request and they know how difficult the husband is, the parents, they have an extra invitation, they'll just write it in.
Well, she
Just
said
put
that
it
like
there.
all
It's
he
the
needed.
point of it, probably,
Well,
from the mom.
But that's the thing is like it's like a power struggle for both, right? Both parents and a husband, and like they're trying to one up each other. But this is like my take, because the thing is like I also don't have kids. I think like if I have kids, and let's just face it, like my parents had to put up with me dating somebody that they didn't like at one time. I mean, they love my husband. I mean, my mom loves my husband, but like I did dated somebody that they didn't approve. They didn't like him, but they had to put up with him because I'm still their kid,
Right.
right? So knowing that there's tension between your child and you, as a parent, I would have just sent the text. Not because of like, well, now he wants his own invitation and it's going to be like this. But then at the end of the day, my daughter is not going to choose me because she's married now. That's
Right.
usually what happens. Because like, there was a time where like, it wasn't a big conflict, but like there was a time where there was a conflict between me and my husband's parents. But the problem is like I didn't want to put him in that position between a rock and a hard place, and I don't think his parents also wanted to put him in a rock and a hard place kind of thing. So I mean, not everybody is big. Like not everybody
Right.
wants to be the bigger person. But like I realized that like I didn't want to put him in a situation where he has to like pick either his parents or me.
Yes.
Because like most people don't want to hurt their significant other that way.
Or
Yes.
their parents.
Yeah, or their parents. But I think like if I'm in that situation where I'm the parent and my kids did that to me, I would have just like sent the invitation through text.
Because that's it.
I
Because
might
it's-
send a
because-
text too.
Because like I just want to see my kid. Right?
Right.
But then now it became so bad that like I'm not even inviting my kid.
But she totally flipped sides, the kid did. Now she's mad at her husband because he got her disinvited when at first she was like, well, I told them I'm not going if he's not going. So she totally flipped on that one.
Well, yeah, because like think about it, like that's her tradition, that's her family.
Yeah.
Like if you have a tradition with your family and you're close with your family,
And also, if the wife can just like make an invitation to the husband and putting it the parent's name, but it was her who did it, just type it in. And
no,
that
but
would be-
that's gonna come out in the worst situation.
Yeah.
It may not come out that Christmas, but eventually it'll be like, well, you guys sent me that invitation last year. How come I didn't get an invitation
Right.
this year?
Is he going to need a separate invitation for
Every time.
every single family event?
I think so, yeah.
Why? Does he want a +1? I mean, what's the. I don't get it.
He just wants to be important, entitled.
Oh, so it should be Mr. His
Or-
entire name plus our daughter.
But maybe also because like maybe his family was like that, like they invite people as a person.
Maybe.
That could be too. Because that's the problem. There's
Could
his
be,
story,
yeah.
her story, and their story, and then the truth.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Because like we're only getting like gist of like perspectives from her perspective.
It could be a culture.
Yeah, it could be a culture thing. We don't know.
True.
Yeah.
If any of you guys know of a culture that sends separate invitations to everything to each different spouse, please let us know. We have an email at the end of the broadcast here.
Or
We'd like to
also,
know.
or also, it might be that like he was expecting it to be addressed to him and his wife
instead of
because he's the
her.
guy, right? Because there are
like-
cultures that are like the man is like
Like you have to put Mr. first before
Or
Mrs.
Mrs.
Instead of saying they, last name, and then, and
yeah.
husband.
So like it could be like Mr. Luke and her, even though
Yeah.
it is her family, because like depending on the culture, because we also don't know what their
Yeah.
culture is.
Right.
It could be completely different.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's like, that's the
I'd
thing.
be interested in
Yeah,
your
so it's
culture,
like-
just to see. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, because like you just assume that like, well, we're Americans, so it's got to be Americans, but that can't. That
Oh,
doesn't.
yeah.
That doesn't mean anything. You know, they could be Amish
Right.
for all we know. You know what I mean? Like, so you don't know who's like sending stuff on Reddit now because like internet, right?
Yeah.
So
Amish wouldn't be on the internet.
yeah. So, but yeah. So like yeah. Well, what do you guys think? Like, please send off like if you guys have any dilemmas, send us to us. We are in all of the different social media. If you're a business you want to sponsor or you want to promote your business, you can also contact us. And yeah, we want to know. We want to hear what
Yeah,
what do you
can
guys
find
think?
us in Facebook, YouTube, Instagram,
TikTok.
TikTok,
We are
Studio
everywhere.
519 Albuquerque.
Yes.
And if you want to know if you're the a-hole, feel free to drop
Yeah.
us a line and
We want to know your tea.
we'll discuss it for
Please,
you.
please send us your tea. But for us, this will be our week episode, and we will see you guys next week.